Be mindful if using this coil plate from What's poppin'? Welcome back to another episode of Just Builder. I'm at the shop and we have new parts in right here. We got Fragile, that's dropping off to Lawson. This right here also will be, but as you see, the box is screwed because that's how it came in. So I'm gonna walk the box in. We're gonna see if cheap ass bullshit parts are actually as good as quality parts. Now, people say if you spend the money on quality parts, you should get quality outcomes, or supposed to. Harry says didn't fit right. So now we got this in here and we're gonna let Harry unbox this. E's here for support and laughter, and we even have somebody that's very stealthy over there on the rocking chair, and we're gonna see if this shit actually works. So then another thing is they're gonna get to see if this soccer ball box actually did damage the actual product. And we're gonna also see that it looks different. So if I didn't tell you what we were talking about, we're talking about this coil plate right here. All right, and it's plain, but it's black, and Wesley Snipes says always bet on black.
Always bet on black.
So I did, but it could be wrong. So right now, this one is not black yet, but it will be black. So believe that. Black shirts, got black drawers on. Well, I did have black drawers on then. I changed to gray. So I got gray, but it got black band on it. And he has black drawers on. So we're still good. Like, oh.
Okay, weirdo.
Why is that weird?
He's got red. He's got red drawers on. He fucked it all up. So now we're done. All right, we got too much mixing here. We actually got Atlanta Falcon covers, and they actually just beat the New Orleans Saints, so it might not be a bad thing. A lot of bubble wrap.
Yeah,
so it might be okay.
It should be fine. Bubble wrap.
Is it though? Damn, did they seal it?
Good Lord.
Yeah, you bust out the knife. Yeah, you see, I can tell how you open up Christmas gifts and how you open up Christmas gifts.
We plunged into the cornucopia.
Gifts. Evidently, one person is just very temperamental and cautious, and the other person's like, fuck the wrapping paper, I need the gift.
That looks way better.
Oh, it does. It does look better. That does look better.
Might be a little bit thinner too.
It does look thinner. And those notches.
Yeah, they're notched out.
Yeah, they're notched out. All right, so some of our concern that we thought is right here, the plate sitting here, but the new plate is notched out for these areas, which should allow it to drop down. It's a little bit more flush. You want to get a little test fit in there? I don't know which side will you know. With Tashi, not so much so.
Okay.
Gonna have to get some of this stuff off.
Let's check the stock hardware.
All right. Let me see this in comparison to this one. Oh yeah, that is different. Look at that, people. That's a little
that doesn't fit through. That's what I was running into on that.
So
it seems like it needs
what,
to be,
it didn't fit?
It need to be recessed so it slid
Oh,
over that.
look at that. So what we have here is a very common situation, even in life. Sometimes you don't fit, and sometimes it's too loose. Tells you a lot. Just think about it.
You gotta play with both just to figure it out.
There you go. All right.
I mean, we're not talking much.
So what we're looking for is a nice audible click. You can feel it, snug. Right now we're not getting that snugness. We just get it sliding down in there, and it's kind of, you know, all around, and that ain't good for spark. And this man needs good spark.
Good spark.
He needs good spark. He relies on good spark, all the spark. And I'm talking about Optimus Prime type spark. If you don't watch the Transformers, you're lame. So yes, this shit is looking good. We're questioning the starter because heard the company who rebuilt the starter is having some issues. So if we do have any issues with startup, this is the first thing we're gonna look to, and this might have to get redone. So keep that shit in mind as well. But everything else is looking pretty damn crispy. We got the parts down here that are gonna go back because they're gonna be hot and heavy, and they don't wanna fuck anything up with the paint job. There's so many of you ask and make claims that it's the same. My shit's not the same as yours. This is not an OEM stock color. I didn't pay all the money to try to do mixes for it to be the same. So when I see you at a car show and then this car is next to your car, then you're gonna be like, oh, that shit's not the same. I try to tell you it's not the same.
They not like us.
It's not the same. If you got an OEM Dodge Charger color, it's not the same. If you got some BMW OEM color, it's not the same. It's not the same if you just bought OEM shit. This is a mix and a lay. And another thing is, stop asking me that for my damn color code. I'm not giving it to you unless you want to pay for it. And you can't even pay for that right now. You can get the old color code though. That's right here. You can get the good old maple. That's for sale. If you want it, hit me up. E, are you doing any tuning today? I told you, for the laughter and the support. So here it is. Whoa, Wutashi, look at that.
Bingo.
Shenanigans and Wutashi. It's just something about it when you say it. Shenanigans, Wutashi. Wutashi is a lot more like, haha. But this looks fucking awesome. There we go. Now that's what we're looking for. Now let's get that coil in there and see if we get that nice look. That's what we're looking for, look.
Now we got a new problem.
Oh shit, we'll discuss new problems.
We need new hardware.
Oh yeah, for right here, huh?
Yep. That's way more seated than it was.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Because it is supposed to just kind of hover and float. But I was not able to get
down nowhere near like that. Oh yeah. Raw wire comes through in the pinch because it's quality. Yep. And there we go. So I will tell you right here, be mindful if using this coil plate from PLM, Papa Lima Marie, that you might run into some things. But to be fair, we are, but I'm also going to tell you that this definitely is made better. Looking off the back, you do see that they have the notches right here on the back side, giving you a full plate look on the top side. But also keep in mind that these don't have the, what would these call, camper? Or is that kind of a counter? Chamfer.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Chamfered edge.
Ooh. You heard the professor. Say it again. It sounds good when you say it. Yeah, there we go. Chamfered edge. This is chamfered and allows for a little bit more seating in there as well. So, and also we've come to the consensus that that breakup of the aluminum color in here actually looks better. And so there it is right there. This does seat down in there. And so we're just being fair here, but I can tell you that there are some differences in this plate, and I think that this plate's even thinner, and that may very well be, if you could hold that one up side by side,
Just that
you can see, look at how much thicker this one is than this one. So there are some differences there, and more than likely, I trust Ryan from Rodwire. This is made this way for a reason. He's not gonna risk aesthetics over functionality, and he didn't. So there are some things that are added in here that definitely aren't in here. As you see, these are not countersunk. You don't have the chamfered in there, and this is thinner. So you're getting closer to the plug, which is what you want. Good spark, not bad spark. And so I'm still gonna say, even though we found that the arrangement of hardware probably kept us from getting where we needed to be, that this is still made better, far worth the money. I'll put the price difference in the description. I'm probably sure you're going to see that the price difference is not worth getting this over getting this. So that's what it is. And this is not brand, I was about to say it's not brand shaming, are you sure? But it kind of is. This is not brand advertising for Rodwire, definitely not for PLM, but
I think what it comes down to is,
professional speak.
It's just, this could work. I mean, this coil's strong enough, it's gonna jump and make an arc. But when you come down to like quality of R&D, like, doesn't seem like R&D was done on this, you know, with different fitments, and they just kind of cut a pattern out and say, all right, it's good at that thickness, but I don't know, that's not gonna cut it for us. We want it to actually make contact with the top of that plug. We don't want it jumping an arc across to make it spark when you're at 7,000 RPM. That's not.
Sheesh, that sounds like copying. I'm not saying it was copied. I'm just saying it sounds like copying.
That shit was copied.
he's saying it's copied. And if he says, I'm kind of inclined like the fucking cop and the judge when I went to court for a bullshit sound violation and proved the cop wrong. The judge said he wasn't inclined to want to rule against his officer. Well, the facts show your officer lied, but I'm not inclined to want to rule against Harry. So you know what? They copied it. And they did a horrible job at it, like most people do when they copy your test results in class.
Basic shapes, just a little different. They just cut it. That's all they do. They take this shape, they cut it. See how it works. If it works, cool. They don't really look at the back end, the rest of the story, where it fits, but it doesn't quite fit as good as it could.
But it is, ladies and gentlemen. Coil pack cover, something, coil pack plate, something as easy as that can ruin shit. And the money you spend on that, I don't even think these are above $100. So, like, go ahead and get you something quality, especially when it has to do with spark, because your tuner will appreciate it. All right. And Harry, dealing with this shit for a minute, even though it's right there, would have appreciated it too. And I bought it, but you know what's up. So now I have to make a post telling the truth is what I'm doing. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.